Salve, salve, galerinha! Trazendo mais vídeo pro canal. Galerinha, hoje nós tivemos a liberação do patch 1.5 aqui do Genshin Impact. Nós vamos estar fazendo aqui algumas missões que foram liberadas, né, nas novidades. Então já queria pedir pro pessoal deixar aquele like, se inscrever no canal. Se você não for inscrito, vídeo todos os dias. Ative aí o sininho das notificações para você receber a notificação dos vídeos. Queria agradecer o pessoal que tá se inscrevendo no canal, o pessoal tá deixando aquele feedback nos comentários, o pessoal tá compartilhando aí os vídeos nas redes sociais. Muito obrigado. Lembrando que eu estou fazendo live, se vocês quiserem participar das lives, só seguir meu canal que está aparecendo aqui embaixo e ativar as notificações para vocês ficarem sabendo quando eu ficar online. Então, galerinha, nós temos aqui, eu vou mostrar aqui as novidades que nós tivemos aqui. Temos a História Antiga, que é uma missão lendária que foi liberada pra gente, né, que vai dar continuidade à história do zhongli. Lembrando que o zhongli, ele entrou aqui, né, nas invocações do mês, então se vocês tentarem pegar ele aqui e fazer as invocações, se vocês tirarem o primeiro personagem de 5 estrelas, vai ser o zhongli. Então fiquem aí ligados. Aqui nós temos também, vou mostrar aqui pra vocês, o frio penetrante, né, que é um novo boss que foi liberado também, de gelo. Bem interessante isso aqui. E também tivemos aqui a liberação do evento Bully Doce Bully, né. Então a gente hoje vai estar fazendo aqui a história antiga. Provavelmente a gente vai demorar um pouquinho, esse vídeo vai ser um pouco mais longo, já que geralmente essas missões lendárias, elas demoram um pouco para serem solucionadas, né? Então vamos dar continuidade aqui. Deixa eu mostrar aqui para vocês como vocês vão conseguir liberar ela, né? Vou mostrar aqui. Essa missão aqui, ela é só liberada para vocês se vocês tiverem feito alguns pré-requisitos anteriormente, né? E vocês vão precisar dessas chaves aqui para estar liberando essa quest. Então, galerinha, para te liberar essa quest aqui, vocês vão precisar das chaves, né? Essas chaves a gente consegue toda vez que a gente faz nossas missões diárias, né? Deixa eu mostrar aqui para vocês. Essas missões de aventuras aqui, quando a gente completa as 4 no dia, a gente recebe uma chave por dia. Então, a gente pode ter aí no máximo 8 chaves. Vou mostrar aqui para vocês. Missão lendária, né? Como eu já tenho ela aqui, ela não vai falar pra gente quais são os pré-requisitos, mas precisa ter ranking de aventura 40 e ter feito as quests antigas do zhongli, né, as anteriores. Aqui são as chaves que quando a gente vai completando aqui, vai recebendo. A gente completa 8 missões diárias e recebe uma chave, e a gente pode tocar até 3, né? Sendo que essas chaves aqui a gente pode estar utilizando para desbloquear aqui essas aventuras aqui que vocês estão vendo. Então vamos dar continuidade, né? Não é uma mera pedra. Vamos marcar aqui, provavelmente você vai ter que teleportar lá para... lá embaixo, em Lenui. Eu só vou confirmar se eu estou pegando a quest certa, ou se... a missão lendária, é isso aqui mesmo. Ou se eu tava pegando a quest do evento, né? Eu só acho que eles deveriam traduzir, né? Colocar uma voz de BR pra gente. Apesar de ter em português. Lembrando que essas quests lendárias, elas dão bastante experiência, né? Algumas até dão... Ó, começou, não é a Mera Pedra. História Antiga 2. Elas dão bastante experiência pra gente estar evoluindo aqui de aventura. Ali do lado. E também às vezes dão gemas essenciais para fazer invocação, né? Tá aqui embaixo.
I am indeed. By the clothes on your back. Right again. In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just...
Verificar pedras e verificar pessoas, tu deve verificar. Ok, espere um pouco, meu assistente está a caminho, logo vai chegar. Será que é o zhongli?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter.
So there is someone else. Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that
Se
you don't have
comporte, essa menina merece tomar umas bolachas aí.
Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the I
É o Zhongli.
say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock.
Oh? And why?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of
Aí, ó. Aí chegou o Zhongli.
Hana bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Dá pra escalar aqui?
In our last tale.
Zhongli, there you are.
Aí.
Oh. Here for a few tales. I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you.
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and...
Someone who understands geology and
Take a look around. The requester...
Provavelmente ele vai ser o cara que eu
You appear to have...
Oh, no.
estava chamando, né?
I see.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily... We are at all times adrift in a sea of
Stop being so... Well, we got him.
Ok, vamos lá voltar com o... Falar com um cara muito louco. Eu acredito ainda que vai ser o Zhongli que ele tá esperando.
Uncle Dai, we're...
Oh. And this...
Yep. Hyman doesn't...
Let...
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy. It's no use
I know,
singing his praises. You...
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Oh, young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us.
Eu acho que...
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a...
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor?
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh?
Then they can figure out a way to test each other.
A contest?
I admire your enthusiasm.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you.
Stop talking the...
I'm just saying it like I...
So you're an appraiser.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions.
I saw him on my way over to Liu Heart. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it... Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition...
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought purity and geological. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden...
É óbvio que o Zhongli sabe de pedra. Ele é o deus da terra, né? O deus da pedra.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after.
Well, if Zhongli said...
I've yet to encounter and...
I've seen many such...
Of course not! I feel I've met a kindred... Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Never...
Ok. Concluímos a primeira. Essas missões lendárias, elas têm várias partes. A gente concluiu a primeira parte. Vamos agora nos encontrar no ponto ali estratégico. Lembrando, galerinha, que a partir de hoje, né, eu vou estar trazendo todos os vídeos relacionados a as atualizações de Genshin Impact que nós tivemos aí no ponto 5, né, todas as novidades. Então vai ter bastante vídeo aí de Genshin Impact nesses dias. E eu acho que a empresa do Genshin Impact, a produtora, informou que a cada 4 semanas, 6 semanas, vai ter novas atualizações de conteúdo. Ou seja, vai ser mais rápido, né? Você 1 mês e meio para atualização de cada conteúdo. Eu acho que isso aí foi bem legal. E vai ter que lutar com esses caras aqui. Acabou. Tá, vamos falar com o cara. Nada demais.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned,
Uma coisa que eu gosto do Genshin Impact são as quests. As quests são muito bem feitas. A história das quests, né?
So 4 miners had disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their life.
Unlikely.
Huh. Such a huge...
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like.
Ok.
So strange.
Vamos ter que procurar aqui pistas, né?
Disappear. Did they run away from something? Over here. A pile of
A few everyday items.
Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts. These must be spares, right?
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn.
So, they didn't...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes. They had time to take their tools, but not their...
Huh. Why would someone...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. Or 2, they were forced to leave.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make...
Tá.
Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
Ó, o carinha achou alguma coisa aqui.
Kunjun.
Oh, right on time.
Eu tô achando que esse cara aí tem uma coisa de errado com ele.
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please.
Ó.
Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard.
Ele consegue ver o que aconteceu pelo...
See,
A child? What's a child?
I'm not...
Also, how did you see anything?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate... I can...
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no...
You mean you
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do...
Amazing! So you
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like core lapis and crystal memories, are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Então provavelmente ele sabe que Zhongli é o ânimo, né? O deus o Zhongli é o deus da terra.
Glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I
This will take us
Ele pode
north,
ter visto a
away
memória de alguma pedra que
another
registrou, né? Pode ser possível. Por isso que quando ele viu o Zhongli ele ficou meio...
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes. I don't know what happened.
Ninguém perguntou nada.
That day, the foreman left with I stayed
E ele tá muito
After a while, I decided
nervoso,
to
né?
take a break. Just I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside.
Sempre com reticência no final da frase, ó. Sempre reticência.
Next.
So the men that were out work, perhaps an accident.
What is an on-site?
Tá.
Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Ah, aqui é cheio de coisa de pedra, né?
You're back. How are the...
We found 3 clues. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes. Yet everyday items are still in their place. This
Forced to? But...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo's... Could someone have entered the site and simply...
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his,
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles...
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. You're
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the route.
North. Right. I'll rally my men...
Ó, vai ter umas ruínas. Geralmente essas quests lendárias
Valuable to the
tem
investigation.
dungeon, né?
Not so fast.
You're right. There are only a few In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues.
Agreed.
All right.
Ok.
so. They're gonna talk to the people over.
Correct.
But they're on.
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah. Where's Kun?
É muita historinha, velho.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for...
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm... In fact, I've been feeling...
Oh,
I don't even know where to start with it. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to... Perhaps if I can retrieve some...
I see. If I am able to during our...
Really? Oh,
Think nothing of it.
shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm.
Great. Let's have a look.
Ok, vamos seguir ao norte. Concluímos mais uma etapa da... Vou meter o pé aqui, né?
Time for retribution.
Ué, não tinha que derrotar?
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been.
Let us make up.
Eu pensei que tinha derrotar. Talvez não tenha que derrotar os ladrões. Acho que pra derrotar os ladrões é só pra... Vai. Pra desbloquear um negócio. Depois eu volto se tiver negócio de baú, essas coisas. Bora completar só a quest. Eu acho que eu não vou conseguir chegar lá em cima. Com essa estamina. É. Agora vai. E vai ter que destruir aquele bichão, ó. Pegadas.
It would appear that they made their way through Lingjing.
If we follow their foot.
Eu vou seguir as pegadas. Eu tô achando que aquele bicho vai levantar ali. Levante. É.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the
Ah.
miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
ver se a gente reseta aqui esse cara. Reseta.
A miner.
Tá, perguntamos a uma pessoa. Temos a segunda pessoa aqui.
Stop, Bob.
Jeez, whatever.
Geralmente a terceira pessoa sempre dá a informação correta, né? A mina. Viu?
Hey there.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets.
Yeah,
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of...
This child...
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl.
And they took this road.
Yes.
Parecendo
they followed
zumbi.
straight from here.
let's go after them.
Será que é aquela menininha que é morta-viva? Vamos seguir a estrada.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is
Save
that one
me.
of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Qual foi? Derrotamos todo mundo. Sem maiores problemas.
My name is one.
Huh?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas. Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all.
I hope it's useful. I'd better get going.
Tá. Ela deu a direção pra gente.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
a child with a group of adults. Sounds...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
I nearly forgot him.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Ok. Ele vai tentar checar, né, a memória da pedra.
It's the same group, all right. They felt...
Mr. Kunjun, your stones.
I suppose it is an asset, though
It's a good thing we brought our...
It feels like...
Be that as it may, 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state. Walking
Oh, you're quite...
That's not all. We have encountered many clues along the way. The miners headed in the direction.
Great!
I left a mark.
Over here on the ground! Is this...
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey!
Judging by his appearance,
Should we wake...
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
it seems that he thinks there's a camp nearby.
Tá, vamos levar ele no acampamento ali.
How is he? He...
He's worked himself into a stupor.
Paimon heard him talk...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... Or... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these from.
How he came to be here,
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him...
unless something happened. Something.
Ugh. Paimon's had...
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments is jog.
What is it?
Something.
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market.
It's beautiful.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving it, but thank you.
Olha essas pedras que ele tá
It's
dando
nice to
aí.
be. Oh, I see more rock.
You sure like rock.
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be.
Rest easy. Oh, however, there is something.
Huh? What's with the series?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high temperature.
Elemental reactions can produce...
Indeed, they can. How Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental... And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in
Ulterior motives?
a conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. Don't forget, rescuing those miners. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue when you're well rested. We should ensure...
Ok, descansamos. Concluímos mais uma parte da missão. Ali não tem teleporte.
Kunjun!
No problem. I'm done here.
Any result?
There are many. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful
That makes sense.
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Ok.
Wow.
And there's so many...
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. All right then.
Que a gente vai separar para investigar a árvore.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth...
Well, there is this stone
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's not...
Whatever. If you don't
Oh,
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
So quick,
Vamos lá.
This has been newly dug. It would appear...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an...
Essa aí vai ser a dungeon, né, do...
This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate.
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal bears.
Vixe. Ó, energia negra. Aí, ó. Ó. Abre o selo. Ixi. É, parece que vai ser a dungeon, né? Eita. E
What type of monster is this? Odd reveal.
Sands know not the mountain's permanence. We trust.
ok, derrotamos.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name, Ishtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom.
Vixe, a garotinha tá possuída aí, ó.
Destroy.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice.
Ishtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while. Ejdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ejdaha the whole. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me.
So there are two Ashdahs?
No.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an
The audacity. Are you insane?
I was another. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret.
There would be no harm in it.
Viu que eu falei que ele era meio que o
Ejdaha was once a friend and
daí, Arconte do Gel.
Geoarchon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. The memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Ejdaha, now in.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, erosion made us even more savage. Morax shared with us some of his power to and so we became you. And from your will, I
Eles dois são a mesma coisa, na mesma entidade, só que dividido.
I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdah. No. I am the remnants of Ajdah's benevolence. The
Só que ele é a parte boa do
set in stone.
bichão.
No. Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in that which you have forgotten. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt.
No.
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe.
Ih, já evaporou.
Girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ajdah?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had. So, Morax.
I do.
Well,
As you please.
I never did forget.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning.
Your power is nearly... Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing.
Indeed. Hence the need to get...
Completamos aí o desafio. Baú precioso. Vamos sair aqui. Provavelmente já estamos chegando aí ao final da quest.
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
So there you are. My men and I found we found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right.
So you're taking them back to leave.
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You...
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdah.
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue.
You always did.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet they're created.
Ajdah. I
can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped. That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago. And would not be.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all...
That day in the chasm. Did you
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend. God.
Thank you, Ajdah.
My life is at an...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Ok, já foi. Ele meio que tinha possuído o corpo do Kunjun, né?
Yes. Don't... In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
Ele tava possuído.
He was. Centuries may have...
Vai contar a historinha?
In our last
Vai.
tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ishtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I
foi ele
agreed
que
to let
construiu,
him
né?
live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting
Veja que todos os arcontes eles têm um dragão, né?
the
O...
corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust.
O arconte do vento,
waters made way at the sound.
o Vente,
The sight of
ele
a
tinha aquele dragão azul.
bestowed with a touch the promise of
O arconte da terra, das pedras, né? O Zhongli ele tem esse dragãozinho aí que ele criou. Tá. Ali é o túmulo do bichão, né?
1,000 years ago, Ishtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ishtaha could sense the stone, despite being the victor. I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an... He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, even I cannot avoid it. The greater the power, the great... Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change.
You still care a lot of...
Call it... I must thank you, but...
No worries!
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long ago, he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized, Zhongli, you're a god.
I cannot say.
Vixe.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my...
E ele fez esse contrato com alguém lá, ó.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always... You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world... There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them in. Those who come to witness will... If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties...
Ok. Concluímos aí, galerinha, a missão lendária, né? A história do Zhongli. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Deixa aquele like, se inscreva no canal se você não for inscrito. Vídeo todos os dias. Ative aí o sininho das notificações para você receber a notificação dos vídeos. Queria agradecer o pessoal que está se inscrevendo no canal, o pessoal que está deixando aquele feedback nos comentários, o pessoal que está compartilhando aí os vídeos nas redes sociais. Muito obrigado. Lembrando que eu estou fazendo live. Se vocês quiserem participar das lives, é só seguir meu canal que está aparecendo aqui embaixo e ativar notificações para vocês ficarem sabendo quando eu ficar online. Então é isso, galera. No próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou e fui!